Alright, here's another really quick tutorial. I'd like to talk about compose a scenario with multiple 360 images. As you recall, in the last tutorial, you can cover the 3D environment backdrop with HDR backdrop. You can also do this using AI generated background image. So they basically come in as the environment dorm. And today I want to show you a little bit different approach. So instead of using the HDR, I can using this approach. So open the project and I can play. So it looks like HDR, but actually this is just a physical model with environment dorm. So if I go up, you can see I have multiple layers of skydome. So you have really small ring which is close to you. You also have a larger ring, and also you have something in between, like this dragon flying, right? And then you have the sky. So when you compose these multiple layers of transparent 360 panorama, you can create a pretty nice composition. So here you can see I have 3D trees, right? I have mailbox, so these are the true 3D. But also I have this PNG based 360 panorama. If I get closer, you can see this is just a transparent layer, right? It's a special material. And also I have another layer to the fast fly. So this is a skyscraper. So this is another skydome, and then this is the sky, right? So you have these three layers: sky, skyscraper, and the small ring for the neighborhood. And if you compose them together, they can create a really decent scenario. Okay, so I will talk a little bit how this can be done through Panorama 360. So first, you have to use Photoshop, cut the transparent background. You can save this as a PNG. Then in Unreal, you can transfer the PNG file into Unreal as a texture. So here is that texture. Also make sure you have no MIP maps. You have the default RGB. I think this is just RGB. Okay, and then you can create a special material. This material is called surface masked. In a mask material, you can transfer the alpha channel from that PNG into the opacity mask. So what happens is this will be kind of blocked with this alpha channel. Okay, so that's the only thing you need to do. I also wrote a very quick summary. So in the material, you do have options to opaque, which is the default, mask, and the translucent. I prefer using mask. This is cheaper than translucent. Just make sure when you apply this mask in a static mesh, the dorm, you want to make sure the ray tracing is off. The reason is we are render this in the inverse normal direction. If you change this to yes, it will actually casting the shadow and block the real shadow from the character. And also you want to make sure the shadow to side is yes. Okay, so I will show you exactly where you can find it. So here I have this environment dorm right here. So here if you type retrace, right, you can see this is off. The reason is if you turn it on, if I play, you will see this character is very black, right, when you're against the sunlight. It's because it doesn't really compute indirect light anymore, because this surface blocked the light. So if you uncheck this, then you have this dynamic light. Okay, so that's number one for visible in retrace. Another one is called a two-side. So you want to make sure the shadow two-sided. The reason is if you pay attention to, let me just play the shadows on the ground, right? You can see this shadow from the tree is actually come from the mask, the alpha channel. If I go there, you can see the shadow is casted on the character and also on the car, right? So this only happens when you do the two-sided shadows. If I go up, you can see the character is actually casting the shadows to the ground. It's also casting the shadow to the vehicle, and also this tree, right, is casting the shadow. Also, the dragon is casting the shadow as well. So this is really cool. If you have multiple layers, you do want to make sure their shadow is be able to cast it from the sun. So this is the two settings: retrace off, two-side shadow on. Okay, so basically you got this kind of really nice combination of shadows. We call this as a self shadow. The reason is this skydome is actually casting the shadow to itself. Right, you can see the shadows from the edge casted to the ground. It's just adding this realistic styles into your environment. I didn't do a good job to do the alpha channel in Photoshop, so you can actually see through. You can do a better job later. Okay. Yeah, I think this is all about how you can set up this multi-layer panorama 360 image. And if you pay attention, because they are in a different distance, right? So you can actually have something in between. So for example, I can see this dragon is flying between the tree layer and the skyscraper layer, right? You can do that. Also, if you move a little bit, you can see it gives you the perception of the distance. So the skyscraper is really close to the horizon. It doesn't move much, but the tree, because it's a 3D tree, the tree will look pretty close to the camera, right? And also the single family house is relatively in the middle. And also if you look at the sky has the cloud is moving. You also got a little bit guard ray. If you pay attention to the tower, right? The tower actually blocked the sun. We call this guard ray. Okay. Yeah, by the way, if you want to animate the cloud, I'm not using the volumetric cloud. Instead, I'm using this guy. It's called BP Sky Sphere. If you browse, this is the one. It's directly in engine sky. This one is pretty cheap. It's not 3D volumetric, but you can control the speed. Right. So far it's 5. If I do 50, you see the sky is moving pretty fast. Yeah, just another way you can have this really nice dynamics. Probably it's too fast. I don't want to have this windy day, so I will change this back to 5. You can also change the, oh sorry, I did the wrong one, so it should be the cloud speed back to 5. Okay, so now you have the cloud moving in the blue sky. Alright, I think that's it about this multi-layer 360 panorama. I hope this will be helpful for you to think about how to create a PNG file with alpha channel. Then you can layer them in a different distance. You can compose this with the 3D objects, 3D tree, 3D car, mailbox. This is 3D. Okay. All right.